So how do you come up with a backstory? It can be difficult, whether you're new to the game or if you've got quite a few years under your belt. Writer's block is definitely a thing. I've got a few techniques for you if you need to decide on a path to take, or at the very least, if you want a few different angles if you're dealing with some writer's block. 1. What's the most important moment of this person's life so far? Did someone die? Did they make a mistake? Did they accomplish something amazing? What stands out most in this person's history and why? If someone died, how do they feel about it? Beyond just feeling sad or angry, do they feel responsible? Do they feel like they could have done something? If not, do they wish they were in a position where they could have? If they accomplished something, what makes this different from the others? Is it the only one? Or do they hold this one higher because of something else? Is it the one that they feel like they actually earned? Or is it just the first one? But they've been trying to chase that high ever since, and all the others have simply paled in comparison. Coming up with this moment is a powerful step in a backstory. Oftentimes I go to this if I have time, so that I can provide a compelling narrative of a moment for the DM. Seeing the character behave in that moment, making a decision because of it, can be a very strong indicator of this character's personality. 2. Quirk. It can be fidgeting with a playing card, always checking the bottom of a glass after drinking it, or making dad jokes at the most inopportune time. You choose. It just has to be something that stands out as being a quirk. What does this character do that seems unusual? And then ask yourself, why? If you always check the bottom of a glass after drinking it, why? Is it because of a moment where a mysterious stranger stuck a note to the bottom of the glass and that took you on a journey you didn't expect and you've been hoping for something like that again? Or maybe you didn't go and now you have that regret of missing out. You can leap off from this and use that fear of missing out as a huge personality trait for this character, whichever one inspires you more. This is something I learned and do in long-form improv. If I'm in a scene and I happen to do or say something that seems unusual to the other character, they might ask why I did that or said that. That gives me the pressure and opportunity to come up with a reason, and that reason becomes important. If you want to stretch your improv muscles, you can definitely do this on your own. Practice by finding unusual behaviors and justify them. Give them importance. It's not just something you decided to do randomly at a whim. There's a reason why. Explore that. Eventually, you may get to the point where you can establish these details on the fly in-game, because there are always elements of a character that we hadn't considered when we started writing a backstory, and we can fully flesh the character out through the course of playing the game. 3. What makes this character willing to risk their life for adventure? Going on a quest, starting an adventure, is a big risk. The character doesn't know if they'll be successful, if they'll be able to make a living from this, or if they'll even survive. So then, what pushes them to do this instead of taking a safer route? What compels them to fight against Strahd, the Frostmaiden, Orcus, Vecna, or whoever your primary antagonist is, instead of just fishing for a living? Is it because they want glory? Is it because they want to save people? Maybe they don't know if they can do anything else because their training and experiences have been in combat. Or maybe they want revenge for something that happened. What happened? Starting with this, you make your decisions and develop backwards into the rest of your character. So those are 3 of the techniques I use to create a character backstory. Oftentimes I start with one and then jump off into another one when I feel inspired. There are no rules here. When it comes to fighting writer's block, we need all the tools we can get. Hopefully this helps you with your character backstory. If you want me to dive deeper into any of these methods, please leave a comment and subscribe for the follow-up, or for just more D&D and improv content. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.